that's my mission. You can't take that away. And so obviously I'm caricaturing a bit, but it's tricky. On the other hand, I will say that many collaborative efforts are driven by business communities. So I mentioned my students who are working with some units in Lenawee County to sort of look at what kinds of government services are being provided. And that's really being driven by the business community. They want to know what are local governments doing and how are they doing it, and are there opportunities for cost savings. And this would not be happening if it were just the local governments sitting down and saying, what are we doing and how are we doing it? But it really got a big push from the business community. So often, and then at the end of the day, it's leading to different forms of collaboration between those local governments. So I see that as a really important model is, businesses really can push local governments to the table. Now, whether they can find cost savings may be another story, but certainly if the business community is really pushing. And one of the other things that kind of surprised me here is, we didn't talk about this. This little slide talks about whether the respondents think that citizens feel, so they're speaking on behalf of other folks in their communities, whether they think that citizens feel that there's too much, just right, or not enough collaboration in their local units. And what's interesting is, certainly you don't see citizens saying there's too much. You don't see really anybody saying there's too much. Oops, I did it again. But businesses, are reporting either just right, not enough, or the respondent didn't know. So it's interesting that businesses aren't pushing harder. They're not making their views known in their local units and helping local governments think about what the priorities are for the community. So I'm sorry to throw this up at the, after hours, but it's again, the full report, the website will have lots and lots of information on this. This is just really to give you a little touch, yeah.
I know this is a sneak preview, but will we have access to these slides?
Yeah.
Can we get them?
Yeah.
How?
Veronica will take care of it. So yeah.
Thank you.
And then, but please do look for the full report because it'll be in much more detail, and I think it does a much better service to the subtleties in the survey, which I think hopefully if any of you are still interested in this topic, you'll find really interesting. I think that's it. Thank you all so very much for your time. Enjoyed talking with you.
Can you tell that Professor Liz Gerber loves what she does? We could listen to you all afternoon. And on behalf of the UM Alumni Association, the Wolverine Caucus, and the Office of the Vice President for Government Relations, we'd like to present you this beautiful Wolverine Caucus pen. 14 karat
Thank you.
gold.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you all very much.
And I hope that you will join us on Wednesday, March 16th, here in this room once again, when we will have Ken Fisher speaking on why investing in arts and culture makes sense for the reinvention of Michigan. So thank you all for being here today, and thank you those of you who came. Wanted to particularly mention City Manager Ted Staton from East Lansing and Vice President Cynthia Wilbanks. Thank you.